Hello, 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 Mr. Tanuki here, and how nice to see y'all all over again. This is episode number 2 of my Minecraft and the world that we're exploring today. Just kind of wanted to welcome y'all back to my channel. Just a little heads up. I've been doing some planning for the past couple of days, trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do with where we're at. Just to catch you up, we started at the world, episode number 1, where we just kind of we're gonna start off our basic um, starter house, but along the way we ended up finding this villager area. We have yet to name it, but that's okay. We'll figure that out as we go along. Made some current plans, creating out, tearing down this current church and then recreating a new one. Currently, there is going to be a shrine here eventually, but we don't have the stuff yet. In fact, we don't have a lot of things. So I've been thinking about actually getting some items because we have like no armor, we have barely any equipment at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sleep through this night real fast. Where is a good bed for me to sleep? Hello, bed. You're already taken. I'm just gonna sleep real fast. Sorry, villager. And I'm gonna spend some time here kind of actually collecting some of my items real fast. And I'm gonna be back with y'all as soon as I get some of my basics. I'm gonna start over here to start off my digging. So the road actually kind of goes up here, but I think that's silly. Do we even have? We do have. I want you. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to y'all here in a second, and I'll let y'all know what the next step of the process is, because I have some ideas over the planning. Alrighty, welcome on back. As you can see, I have done some basic digging right now. Haven't gone too far, but I've also decided to go a little bit of caving. I was searching around the perimeter of the city itself when I came upon pretty much this pothole, and I decided to do some digging. Hello. Oh, I thought it was a glitch for a second. And this actually sent me all the way down. Oh, there's some more. Sent me down here, and I was digging out pretty much all of the iron that you can see because I wanted to start off my armor with some iron before I get down to diamond level. It's kind of a good place to start. Collect this over here. Collecting all of the coal, as you can see, and I ended up finding a giant ravine. Bridged across this a little bit just to see how far or how deep this actually is going to go. Luckily, this doesn't go down too terribly far over here. Just going to get that out of the way. And it kind of just drops off here. So this is like the only bridge. I'll probably end up making it a little bit bigger. As you can see, it kind of goes down pretty good ways, but since I kind of lit up most of this area except for right around here, I think it was a good idea just to kind of head back to the base, figure out kind of what I wanted to do. Now I'm smelting up some iron as we speak right now. Figure I get some of this last coal. Get this. I didn't mean to do that. I also created some charcoal used by getting some of the wood that was around here, clearing out some of those trees, and started smelting up some charcoal because I really like using charcoal for my my lights a lot more than I like using coal. For coal, I like to use smelting just because it's such a renewable resource of equipment to actually charcoal is such a good renewable one. once I create a kelp farm, which is something I plan on doing a little bit later, I will be automating some charcoal to make blocks to go towards my smelters, which is kind of exciting. But until that point in time, coal is going to be a good resource for right now. I kind of dug all the way over here. There's pretty much anytime I saw an opportunity, and this actually goes down. I haven't gone down here yet. Let's just see. Let's just see where this takes us. I don't think I'm anywhere. Where are we at? We are. Well, I took off. No idea how far deep we are. Let's see. Let's just keep on coming down here. Okay. Now I know I'm using an iron pickaxe. It's just because I ran out of all of my wooden ones and wooden ones. Okay, so let's just be careful of this. Look, some gold. Need some of this eventually. So let's block off this lava. Okay. Get all of this. And let's just put out this torch. Let's light up this cave. Come on, it takes such a long time. Let's see where this is gonna go. Oh, this is... Nope, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared at all. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Okay. I don't have anything at all to protect me, so I definitely need to do that because that was a little bit scary. Okay, so let's... That was terrifying. Skeletons are scary. Scary, scary skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. Alright, so that definitely does it for me for right now. Let me clear this out just because that is really annoying to try to jump over all the time. But as you can tell, there is a giant cave that was in the middle of my city, which is kind of cool. May end up using this later on and create kind of like a factory in the middle of the city. And since I noticed that there was a lot of, well, there's 2 churches in this area, right? So there's already a lot of the priest, or I forgot their names right now. But maybe what I can do is say, like, this little sinkhole was kind of, it fell in as they were building it. So maybe I'll just dig out this area, make it a little bit bigger itself, create like a surrounding, and maybe they found something inside of that cavern. Maybe that's an idea. Or if that's not good enough, maybe we can just fill it up, or we can create a dig site out of it. Let's see where we're at with this smelting. So I've got 43, so this should be definitely enough. So I got my, ooh, I just need 1. I don't need 8. I think I already got boots on. We're gonna get that. We got pants. Now I also want to create a hoe, because I noticed that we do not have any digging area. We don't have any farms up at all in this area. Like I mentioned, we just started this. I'm also gonna do, I think it's, is it 2 or is it 3 for an anvil? I think it's gonna be 3 for an anvil. So we're gonna wait for an anvil, but we're gonna create a bucket because we're gonna need one of those. Let's see what else are we gonna do. I'm thinking that we need a better better. Okay, that is so much better than what we had. Okay, so let's get some of this gold out here. Let's equip all of this. I finally have some clothes! Alrighty, and now I'm gonna go ahead and create my shield, because we don't actually have a shield yet. Boop, boop, boop. Now we have a shield. Yes, I can finally protect myself. Super excited about that. Alrighty. So while that is smelting, what I think I'm going to do is it getting close to nighttime? No. Okay. So I've been walking around here, and this is where I was digging up. I was actually getting all of the trees and everything like this. I kind of went around here with the axe. That's to kind of clear out this whole entire area just a little bit. Oh, it is getting nighttime. Found out some more farms. Even found over here there was an extra house. It's kind of hidden in the back. Way in the back. Is it? No. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought this was a house, but it's not. Is that gonna be... Is that a... This is a giant pasture. I love this. What is over there? That kind of looks like it goes towards a swamp biome. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so our swamp biome. This kind of goes off. It looks like that is an ocean biome. This is definitely a plains. Oh, look at that. I love that. Okay. So while this is getting to nighttime, we're gonna kind of go over here and go to sleep real fast. Go into the home. So this little bitty home that I found over here that hasn't been really occupied, I kind of like it because it's going to be right next to the mining area that I am going to be creating. Now that mining area is going to go down to 11. And that's going to be really where they did a lot of research, or people have done research, not myself. And it seems like either 11 or 12 is where the most diamonds are at. So that's where we're going to kind of stop whenever we first dig down, and we're going to find some diamonds eventually. Now, this may happen today or after I get off today and do some digging down. So this way, whenever we start up the next week or the next time I do a show, it can be popped up. But let me show you what my initial plans are for this. So I have this world kind of copied over, and I went in to the copy just to kind of get a better idea of how big this is and kind of plan this out just a little bit. So let me show you what that looks like real fast. So this is the map of the actual area that we have right now. As you can see, I just put this into Photoshop real fast. So we have different areas that can be kind of segmented. You can see the first church. You can see where the kind of the cities are at. Now this is going to be my current plan of action. I know this doesn't look like a lot. So what I want to do is I want to fill in some of these areas and kind of carve it out. So all of the blue that you see, or the darker blue, is going to be where I'm going to fill it up with water. Now this lighter blue area, that is going to be both the church and the graveyard. All of the reds, I'm thinking, are either going to be shops themselves for different areas, or it's going to be some guardhouses. The brown is actually going to be the fencing in area. So what I want to do is kind of create a perimeter for it itself. Now this purple, I'm thinking I want it to be like a water mill, almost, if you will, where that is going to be where they're going to be processing a lot of the wheat, where there's going to be the wheat area, at least one of them right now, which is going to be located in the green, as well as all of the farming area. So I kind of got this split up just a little bit in districts right now. You'll notice that I haven't had everything filled in quite yet, but that's because I haven't really figured out really what I want it to be. I want this to be a little bit more organic as we're kind of building this up. So I do have an idea of exactly what I kind of want to do, but you know, I still kind of want it to be fluid. I still kind of want it to be free. I still kind of want it to be fun. So I have a generic idea of what I want to do. I want to have the road. So this road that I have here, I want it to be going off towards our spawn point. Now I really want our spawn point to be a giant city itself. Now this is just kind of like an off-branch city, like a smaller one. So this one is going to be mostly filled with farmers, maybe filled with a lot of shops, like craftsmen themselves, and they're going to be trading into the giant city that's going to be near where we actually originally spawned, because the spawning point is kind of like the epicenter of where this world kind of started. Um, then eventually that epicenter is going to also have a castle, and then it's going to go into a docking market, and then that is going to go into where the ship is, to where we're going to have our the teleporting, where the ships are going to be what is going to be holding on to all of um, the nether portals, because I want the ships to be the part. So at the bottom of the ship, pretty much of every ship that we are going to be making, um, specifically if they're going towards a big city, is going to have a port. So every time we travel from a location to location, that's where you're going to come out, is on a ship itself. So it feels like you just were on a voyage itself. Um, but kind of going back here. Okay, so back to the game itself. Just to give you an idea of what I am thinking of, but feel free to let me know what you think of. Maybe you can even name one of those shops. Let me know what you think. Um, how this kind of should go. I'm still kind of working on this just a little bit. So let me see. Okay, so we do need to start farming. As you can remember, in this little bitty area, I had decided that I wanted to have a farm. So I messed up a little bit, didn't record some things, but I'm going to kind of go over it real fast. So over here, I kind of planned out just a little bit of what I want the farm to kind of look like. I kind of decided that I'm going to go ahead and go into my copy world that is in creative, and kind of play with this just a little bit just to see what I kind of like. So for now, I kind of decided that I wanted this area right here to be kind of like a silo. See how this is already kind of rounded out? That is going to be a silo itself. It's also going to be our first storage area, because we don't have a storage area yet where we're going to be collecting all of our goods. So in a way, this is not only going to be our storage area, but it's also going to be like a silo. So there's going to be lots of hay, lots of stuff. Also done some preliminary farming. So right here, as well as right behind this house, there's some. Then I'm going to play with the build of this house. May actually move it up, because there's a lot of empty space right here. And so I may shift, like keep the silo where it is, right? Because I like that. But then move the house right here. Do you want it to be a diagonal house? So kind of want to play with that. So let's kind of go down here. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to go ahead and keep on collecting resources for this build itself. I'm going to go inside the creative version of this world just to kind of play with ideas, figure out how much items I'm going to actually need, figure out kind of what I want this build style to kind of look like just a little bit, and honestly just kind of play around with the proportions, have a little bit of fun there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and recreate it in this survival world, which is going to take a lot longer than the creative world will be, but at least I have an idea. I also need to kind of figure out what the accent color is going to be. So I do love the fact that everything is kind of oak and cobblestone right now, right? They have highlights of yellow, and highlights of the stripped oak as well. And I like that color palette a lot, but it isn't going to be the one that I want to stick with, right? So I want to do something that's a little bit more unique. May start out, since this is going to be a farming area, with wool, and then eventually we'll upgrade that wool into concrete, or even terracotta. But I'm gonna need, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of things for concrete, and we're not anywhere close there yet. We haven't even built, a system yet to kind of create it. Also going to get this again, remember, going to get this down to 11. Eventually, I kind of also want to, I have lots of ideas for this world, lots of things that I actually just do want to make that I think are going to be super exciting. So there's also going to be a little bitty area right here. We're going to edit the way this looks just a little bit, and then we're going to create another house here. And yeah, I'm already annoyed with the fact that I went over this. I do like the fact that all of the roads are 3 long, so we're going to keep with that, but we're going to change the way that they look. You know, doesn't just have to be path blocks. Path blocks they're fine, they're dandy, but they're boring. The cities themselves, the city is going to decide how the roads are going to look, right? So this one is a lot more trading, so it's going to be a lot more like rough, rough ground, rough dirt, I believe that's what it's called. There's also going to be a lot more like cobblestone in the ground. There's also going to be a lot more, coarse dirt, that's what it's called. It's not going to all just be path blocks. Path blocks are okay for right now because we're just starting this out, but kind of hate the fact I do like this little bitty road just a little bit, but I'm going to probably change all of this. All of these roads are temporary for right now. Obviously, there's not going to be a road inside the house. I don't even think the house is going to end up being here. I think it's going to be moved up just a little bit, like right around here. So in between now and then, I'm going to kind of keep on playing just a little bit. If you have any comments or suggestions, I'll gladly hear them out. Feel free to kind of leave a comment down below about how you think I'm actually doing. And of course, always like and subscribe, and of course hit that bell if you want to keep on viewing all of the videos that I have up for you. But until next time, this is Mr. Tanuki, and I will see you next time. Bye!